Hi guys, I'm Kishore.
I'm Koushal. I'm the ops head. I think Kishore forgot to introduce himself as the marketing head.
I'm Aman I'm a first year BTech student and I'm in part of the
Um,
marketing domain.
I'm Sanjana. I'm first year BTech student and I'm in Ops department.
So today we're going to be discussing about our beginner steps in PES and about the club basically. I joined PES in 2021, and when I joined this college, honestly, I came here from Diksha. So I expected some real peaky blinders to be happening here, but it was kind of disappointing. I didn't get that, but it was a very civilized college and a very career-oriented college. I would say after my the experiences from Diksha. So everything was very different. Like the way things work were much more organized than a normal PU college, of course. And my experience here was like very refreshing, I'd say, because the kind of people I met here, the kind of people I've seen, and everything, the cultures, the traditions, the fest, everything I've seen is very different from how we had it there. So I guess overall it was a good experience. Kishore, you would want to take off because you're the only second year here.
I joined PS in 2022 and it was an amazing experience to be honest. We had a bootstrap in the first week where we all understood what parts of engineering we'll be learning in the upcoming year. And I like the mechanical part the most. They taught you how to repair a car and a bike, and I found that very useful for a practical experience. The various clubs were also introduced to us on that day itself, as many clubs were there in the bootstrap. We got an opportunity to see which all clubs were there and also see which clubs hold the most potential in that. Overall, it was a great first week in PES, and I would love to share my experiences with you all. On to Aman.
Okay, so I'm a first year student in CSE core and I joined PES through PESSAT, but there are so many advantages by joining PES because it's in Bangalore where I live. And actually, the first couple of it's been like 2 months almost being in PES, and it's very, very overwhelming. I'm from a very quiet part of Bangalore. I mean, there are cars everywhere, anyways, but still very quiet compared to them. And the moment I joined PES, I just met people from every part of Bangalore. I'm even a hostelite because my house is very, very far. So I got to meet people from like different parts of India, also like Patna and Haryana and UP. And I got to learn a lot in just 2 months. Already, I can just think about 50 things that have been happening already in just the past 2 months. Um, During Bootstrap, we learned a lot of stuff about the college, about the different parts of the college, and most importantly, clubs. Obviously, not just to study, but even to do stuff after the college. And one of the first clubs which caught my eye was Research at Al, because obviously I wanted to like learn more about my own domain in CSC instead of just learning the stuff from books which the college gave us. And I wanted to be part of the marketing domain where I got to attract more people so that they can understand about the paper talks which the club does or the amount of events which the club has. And obviously have them get to know about a club more, which isn't the most famous club in Bangalore, but definitely one of the clubs which are striving to be one. And yeah, right now I'm obviously looking forward to more experience which I can have in PES. I'll give it to Sanjana.
I'm in CSE core 2. So basically, I'm not from Bangalore. I'm from Mysore, so it's a bit quiet city. So when I first shifted to Bangalore, it was all overwhelming, and I skipped bootstrap actually. It took me time to shift to Bangalore, so I don't know much about what happened there. But first day at PES was actually overwhelming, where I met a lot of people with lot of skills and like lot of potential. So I saw a whole new domain where I can explore and grow. It is actually overwhelming. I started discovering new stuff every day, and then I thought PES was a bit too strict, by like from YouTube and all, but it's actually chill. I like it over here.
I think I can say none of us really expected what we got was not what we expected from the university easily. I mean, my first year was honestly a big emotional roller coaster from like GPA wise to academic wise to all kinds of things that were happening. Atmatrisha was like great experience and everything also. So yeah, how did you guys find other stuff like Atmatrisha and all that in college?
I haven't attended Atmatrisha till now, but I think Kishore is the second year, so he will know more about Atmatrisha.
Atmatisha was a very exciting experience to be honest. Excuse me. We started off with a comedy night, and that was, to be honest, very amazing, as Sahil Bulla had come for us, and his jokes were spot on, and I cannot believe how much he made everyone laugh on that night. We followed with a cull night. On the cull night, everyone dressed up. We all wore suits, dresses, and all of that. It was a very pleasant night. Following the concert night, it was pure mayhem. Everyone was singing, everyone was dancing. It was honestly one of the best nights I've had in my life.
I guess that's all the experiences we've had. And I think overall it's all a good experience, I'd say, in PES. But yeah, let's now get to talking about the clubs. I mean, I've been part of a lot of clubs and all that, but Research at All is the first club I've got a domain head position at. And honestly, it's been a very big, very, I'd say again, a roller coaster of a ride for this, because as a domain head, you will have to sacrifice a lot. Like a lot of time goes into doing work and everything. And once again, operations. I couldn't stress enough about the fact that operations is the most, but is the most important yet most ignored domain of all time. A lot of people in PES, even if they're second years, they probably don't really know what operations domain does. Every single answer I saw was almost all GPT'd, and they all think it's about event management. And when I ask them what does event management do, if we do event management, they're like, I have no. So yeah, I'd say operations is a very overlooked domain, but again, the most important domain, because honestly, if we guys aren't there, you guys can't do crap. So the importance of getting permissions and writing the letters, although it is very exhausting, I find this line of work very rewarding, because I like that feeling of importance. The fact that if we don't do our work properly, you guys can't go ahead. So yeah, that's been my experience in research at Kishore, as you're the other domain head here, I'd like you to speak.
So coming to the marketing part of research at that, same as Koushal, I was part of various other clubs, but I was never offered a domain head position until I came to research at that. When I first came to research at all, we had very few volunteers in marketing, and so we had to campaign for that. It was a very good experience to like go to F block and campaign to the first years. Many of them were interested in joining us, and so we had to hold mass recruitments. We took interviews. It was a very unique experience for me, as I'd never taken interviews before. I learned how people answer questions and how to judge them based on that.
I had actually like did my first campaigning this year only, obviously. So Kishore told me that I should like advertise the Aditya Baral paper talk, and I went to the F block, and in the first 5 minutes we got like 20 people around me for all the good reasons, and we got them to like scan the QR code and come for the paper talk, and it was really rewarding. It felt really good that you can make such a big difference, because during the breaks, Panini block, people were all scattered around, but just to see that people are actually interested in what you were interested in was an amazing feeling. And I'm looking forward to do a lot more campaignings and going to social media and telling people about the things which our club is doing. And I actually agree with Koushal. Operations is a very important part of the club, and we wouldn't be able to do a lot of things without that domain.
When Koushal was recruiting me, he was like, "Operation is gonna be hard. It's gonna be tiresome when you keep running around everywhere." It kind of scared me in a bit, in the beginning. But later, when he started assigning us job, it got interesting, a lot interesting actually, because you get to talk to people, you get to communicate, you get to mediate, which is actually cool. I found Operation cool like later on after working, and when I saw people turning up for paper talk, which is more rewarding, because like people are actually appreciating your efforts. So that is kind of motivation to actually work in operations.
The interview which I had was very like, first the interview I had was actually my relative's house, and then Kishore told that you're gonna have an interview at 2 p.m. Just come quickly that, and I was like ready to join the Discord VC just at that second, and we talked for like 5 minutes about marketing. He asked me some couple of questions about what a normal interview would be like, and then when I was like talking about like when I was answering one of the questions, he told me after 5 minutes that, Aman, you're using the word passion a lot, and I was like, oh, like And then after the interview, I thought that maybe I didn't take the interview properly, but then I saw that that's what like Kishore and everyone like were looking for other things in the interview, like about how I spoke and how like I would fit into the marketing domain. So yeah, I'm very happy to be in the club, and yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that is one good part about PS again, the club experiences. This I don't think is there in many other colleges because I've spoken to a bunch of my friends in other colleges and all, and they do have some clubs or not, but it's not like completely student run as such. And I'd say that's a very good experience for all of us because it brings upon like one sense of responsibility, and when you put in the effort, it shows you get that reward. Like all of you all said, when you guys did that hard work and when people showed up for the paper talk, you felt, oh, this is, I'm so glad people showed up, like sharing interest and all of that. So I say clubs culture in PS is one of the plus points of the college, and I'm actually really happy to be working with in research at AL also because honestly I've had some of my best times with all of my peers. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say that's all for now, I guess.
Signing out. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.